Hallo Leute und willkommen auf mein Gleichgewicht des Schreckens Spiel gegen Arek. Sitkowski. Macht euch keine Sorgen, das ist nur ein Witz. Ich werde bald auf Englisch wechseln und tatsächlich ist es right now. So hello, welcome everyone once again. And now, so many tempting things here. I mean, USA has right 5 ideal turn 1 headlines, and I got 3 of them. I'm tempted to go for Marshall. On the other hand, Middle East scoring, maybe. Save Marshall for further game. Hold card Red Scare Perch or Marshall in this case, or none if blockade hits me. Alright. But this Marshall is very tempting due to NATO, for example. Yeah, I think I'll go with Marshall, ignoring Middle East for a while. Well, not totally ignoring. Sankt would probably go for Middle East scoring because this is the VP wisest move. Vietnam revolts, yes. This may be a little hurtful now. Turkey. I'm going for the Mediterranean rather than Canada. Excuse me. Note aside, with this hand, it's very likely that I am able I wanted to say that I am able to score Middle East decently, and I think I just am. Should I risk cooing Thailand? It's very unlikely to succeed, especially that I don't really have good cards to do it. I think Asia already belongs to him. I may, however, make some small spread into Asia, and let's use East European unrest because 5-year plan may become a valuable event. In some rare cases, East European unrest is completely out, for that matter. Now I pushed Middle East. He denied it immediately, but this is my coup target. And this was a completely failed attempt. So I think I'm not gonna be extremely victorious in Middle East. Alright, but let's try here. That was a much better try. And it stops independent reds being a safe play. Cooing where? Laos, Cambodia? Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. So strong. Seku. Okay, I have to try Libya in this case. And this was a very good coup result. Of course, I must hope that he doesn't counter Iran, sorry, too heavily. Oh, at least I got this. And still, France is more important. He didn't coup too heavily, just enough to dump this for free. So I guess my last play is going to be Cambridge 5. I'm glad I went to Pakistan. Didn't lose the access entirely. Of course, I'm not going to stop his domination in Asia entirely. But I may add a little to the difficulty level of this. I still have CIA, so it's worth remembering about discarding it this turn. I don't think Duck and Cover is a good headline. I didn't see Blockade. I have a very mediocre hand. And I have a lot of cards I'd love to discard to Blockade, so I think Containment it is. I think I'm holding Decall or playing it, discarding it to Blockade, spacing Fidel. Korean War probably deserves being resolved. Captured Nazi scientist, so he's the first in space. I'm a little paralyzed with this hand. My playable cards are 2, 2, 4. Indo-Paki, very contextual. Yeah, Korean War for 3. But this is going to be a forced 3, I guess. Either to South Korea if I lose the war, or 2 to South Korea and 1 elsewhere otherwise. I'm not really sure where this elsewhere should be. But he started thinking. Okay, he didn't coup. And he secured his domination in Asia, even if I take Korea now. I think he has Asia scoring, but I don't think I could do much to prevent it. If he gives me time and not scores Asia now, what is this? NATO? Influence, still influence. Okay, let's calculate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus my 1, 2, 3, 4. No way I could stop it unless I win in the Pakistani war. But I think I'm gonna rather coup and just give up Asia, because it's not worth fighting for with these odds. He doesn't get a coup. It was a very good coup result, and well, it increases my Indo-Pakistani war chances. Not any longer, I would say. Maybe he doesn't have Asia at all. All right, let's take this. It's always worth, I guess, having this one. 7 versus 5. Now duck and cover can take Taiwan and Philippines, equalizing Asia. Formosa to space. Okay. Let's take it anyway, just to prevent Asia being scored in such a good way for him. Exactly as he did with my Middle East. He's now winning by 3 battlegrounds to 1. Minus Afghanistan, it's +1 for him. Not the greatest deal ever. In the Pakistani war, I think against Pakistan it makes more sense. First of all, I'm going to over-control it if I win the war. Secondly, yep. Secondly, I'm going to have better odds of surviving. Oh, he had Europe scoring. That's great. But now that I think about it, it may be worth not triggering the Indo-Paki event at all. It's worth 3 ops. It may be very useful. For example, to break North Korea. Asia is the only non-scored region, and it's worth contesting it. Especially that US-Japan is still somewhere unplayed, and Decal may return because he played blockade. I got Asia, and I got both D cards. That's great. I also got Middle East scoring, so that's somewhat worse. These 4 cards are cards he knows about. The others are not. So he has independent threats to handle. One of the D cards is going to be spaced, the other is going to be held, so Suez Crisis, I have to play it, but it's self-reparable. And this North Korea, I don't like it. It's turning the tables into his domination, and yeah, of course I should have remembered about this. Fortunately enough, he cannot grab France. But it forces me to switch the order of playing. He had it. Alright. In this case, I'm just gonna perform coup. Oh, and turntables in the Middle East. This is great. Although I don't like what happened there in Europe. I also don't like that I didn't really have time to spread all over the world. I'm thinking whether it's worth repairing Europe right now, but leaving Italy so vulnerable to brush war, at least France must be repaired. On the other hand, this gives me much more flexible hand when it comes to Suez Crisis considerations. Oh yeah, I was worried about taking France, and I completely ignored the fact that he didn't have access to France in the first place. He doesn't know about Middle East scoring, and my Iran coup isn't suspicious at all, because, well, it targeted the country I didn't really have much better targets, but yeah. Let's get rid of this one. Suez Crisis is now not entirely self-reparable. But hey, I can't complain. He didn't get D cards. If he takes France, oh well, but Europe is discarded so far. Suez then comes more or less for free. He's not, probably, because he knows about the Suez in my hand. Actually, he should know about both cards in my hand. But oh well. Some damage from Suez should be repaired. But now that I think about it, Europe stopped being so important. And he gave me several ops for free. mid-war regions. This is what matters now. Okay, this Israel wasn't something I would play if I were in his shoes. Okay, let's secure slight advantage everywhere. Oh, okay. First of all, missile envy alert. A Red Scare or Muslim Revolution. I don't want to give him Red Scare under any circumstances, so Muslim Revolution. Secondly, I have Africa scoring and I have colonial rearguards. So regardless of where he coups, I am going to have my response. And it should be a very strong response in Africa. Not a very rich hand, taking into account that my best cards are... And this is a little hurtful, but at least purged. My best cards, ops-wise, are Muslim Revolution, Comic-Con, and Distal. I think this is gonna hurt my Americas, with no easy way back in. But well, I think he goes to Brazil or Argentina, even better Argentina, coups Venezuela. Oh, couing Panama. I think that was a mistake. Alright, rearguards time is right now. Later I will fight for Africa, and most importantly, I will make sure what is achievable in Africa and what is not. A China card to Nigeria? No. I think South America is lost. So let's not give up Africa this easily. Nigeria, Cameroon, and Zimbabwe. He can't coup everything at once. And he can't flip Nigeria this way, and he's gonna have a very tough time realigning Nigeria, which even if he does, shouldn't stop my domination. Control is out of question. Nixon plays the China card, is now a useless event, so I'm gonna use it to for a coup. Probably right now. If needed, I will probably even use Muslim Revolution to break into Venezuela. By needed, I mean he takes Uruguay and dominates. Of course, I'd rather use our man in Tehran first, because it's tempting to use it as an event. However, this seems very... I don't know what's the correct word I should use. What are the odds if I kill Uruguay right now with our man in Tehran? Two-thirds that I stop him. 50-50 that I get a step to Argentina first. 1/3 that I stop him and block him. Okay. Wow. Maybe Summit should have been used. So Che is gone, Junta is gone. Long gunman influence, yep. Okay, let's dump the scoring, because I may never get a second chance to do it. Southeast Asia, right. Maybe I could have contested it with colonial rearguards, but you see that it was all very tight and tense. My last play is going to be Summit. Yeah, let's get rid of here. No really better targets, and this is always a +1. But I don't really understand why he didn't use Truman before independent threats, especially that he was purged, so these cards were equal. He should have used Truman first. Right? Let's take a chance on this. Not now. Okay, so what do we have? We have Kennedy. And Central America. Is it worth play Kennedy? I mean, if I don't, what happens? I play the China card. I play the Central America scoring, which isn't that bad, actually. When was Fidel spaced? Oh, it's not here, so he may have Fidel. Problem is, I don't have too many really good cards to headline other than Kennedy. But it looks so wasteful to play Kennedy with such hand, because what would I discard? Willy Brandt? Come on. Portuguese Empire crumbles? Muslim Revolution? Maybe. Central America, contextual, and I will always have time to do it. Brezhnev? No way. Okay, so Brush War it is, because it really shouldn't wait. As of South America, he will have Allende. I have OAS and Panama Canal. OAS can be used in either America. Panama Canal helps in both. So I think I'm gonna target Brazil. Even though it's not the scoring I have in hand. Yeah, with South I can hold one more card. So it's probably worth playing the China card, playing Salt, holding 3 cards, Kennedy and 2 of the cards I would not like to play. What do you have that you headlined Sadat? I know. Okay, another very good roll from my side. Panama or Brazil? Brazil, I suppose. I suppose correctly. I want to play the China card in case he has Cultural Revolution. So let's play it first. What do I want to solve for? Red Scar. Yeah, I end. Okay. That was more or less predictable, but now there come realignments. Okay, first Venezuela, it offers best odds. Then with Mexico he may have a way back with Liberation Theology. Yeah, let's hit Mexico anyway. And anyway, because Chile is easier repairable. Now, what am I spacing? I'd like to space because I don't want him to have the opportunity of spacing twice. Oh, he must have very crappy hand. Three. Whatever I grab with Salt, I'm probably using it this turn. Maybe it's not worth playing Salt at all in such case. Right, let's try realignments. Finally, a lucky roll with no modifier. Miss UMB Columbia, I suppose. Yeah, but it wasn't very lucky. As a coup of hymns. So, Portuguese Empire crumbles, goes to space race. I'm holding Kennedy and Muslim Revolution. Willy Brandt for the rescue if needed. I hope not needed. Central America for a mere 1. Looks like he had a crappy hand, but still, I don't understand the headline of Sadat. South America scoring. Alright, so now that I score Central America, I guess all the scorings are gone. Yeah, this is a crap. What else? Alliance for Progress, yeah. This would give a 3, although it looks much better optically. And I must say, I have very good rolls, he doesn't. And now, suddenly, France became important, because we got rid of all scorings, and we have the whole turn 6 to play without them. And it is possible, if he plays the China card, that that we don't have a reshuffle. He sees my headline, so I think I'm gonna headline Bear Trap. Missile Envy is gone. Kennedy is the obvious hold card under these circumstances. Maybe not the only one, because I have Usuri, although for my Usuri he may counter with Cultural Revolution. I'd like to hold Usuri until the China card is played. Now I think I want a reshuffle to happen. Plan for the turn: Space Liberation Theology, play one small step, play Kitchen Debates for the event, use I think nuclear subs for a coup, or maybe use a reverse skirmish. Depends. I'm not a big fan of playing nuclear subs, especially that he may have quite a tough time. I didn't see grain sales, I didn't see Voice of America, I saw UN intervention, although I don't remember if it didn't return. Oh, it did. So he may have it. He's now gaining 3 points. But he's not going to space any duops. Okay, so how do I make use of the fact that he failed? I can't see how. I mean, I have a poor hand in terms of ops, or a hand which needs self-repairing, like from Muslim Revolution. I have good events, but these are not good map events. So let's play this event. Maybe I should have spaced. This is the only place I could keep pressure. On the other hand, if I space, he may as well hit me with Quagmire. Another failure with defectors. He doesn't have POA, he doesn't have grain sales, because if he did, he would have he would have discarded them. Okay, so I'm gaining 3 VPs from one small step, denying him seeing my headline any longer. Succeeded with Latin America, so he's left with USSR cards. Let's play this event then. Now cooing starts being quite... oh, maybe he has ones. I mean CIA or OAS or Panama Canal. Cooing is now quite urgent in a sense that if he put Myers on me, I may lose victory points. Of course, it's tempting to wait with how I learned to stop worrying. This is a space race candidate. Maybe I should have taken France first. Because now taking France looks like a very obvious move. One more thing to note is that now I can play Muslim Revolution because, okay, I lose 2 from Egypt and 4 from Libya, but I retake Egypt, regain domination in the Middle East, and have 2 ops to spare. If I were in his shoes, would I take France with the China card? If he does so, my instinct is to immediately respond with Usuru River Skirmish, making as much mess as I can. Okay, my other instinct says that Asia is more important than Middle East, and therefore Muslim Revolution goes to South Korea. Asia is surprisingly bold. Iran and Libya was surprising because I could repair it. I mean, I don't care if I have 4 or 2 in Libya. I'm not going to, let's make hostage crisis not so troublesome. Okay, let Panama Canal return to do its job, and let's break here and gain access to Guatemala. Predictable. So how I learned how I spent this. He hadn't cooed yet, but I don't think it's worth waiting and playing for the event. I think I'll do much better if I just use Usuru River to make a total mess in Asia. Actually, Thailand is not as important now. And there was no reshuffle. And he has the voice of America. And I control Quagmire and Cultural Revolution and all the stuff, and grain sales for that matter. So I think grain sales it is. And I am going to force the reshuffle with Ask Not anyway. But first, I'm going to... Or am I not? Should I invest in space? It would be very nice to wait for his decision in this matter. It would also be nice to wait with Kennedy. Because, I mean, I space Quagmire. All other cards are playable. Play the China card, I play Cultural Revolution. Nothing wrong about it, I guess. South African unrest. Okay. Not really playable. Yeah, ABM. Okay. He deserved it after I had so successful brush war and he failed 2 rolls. Cambridge 5. I'm not returning it because I can play it like for free. I mean, there are no scorings left. I don't even have to space OPEC. I just realized. Okay, CIA created. I can't complain about this hand of my opponent. So let's first coup Mexico. Oh, that I feel a little sorry for my opponent that my coups are going so well. Yeah, let's resolve this because Stefcon is at 3, so I'm just gonna coup Angola. He can't even discard. That was a little smart. Yeah, what can I say? I don't control this die. That was purely to Mhm. was purely to drop the DEFCON. No arms race. I think in the Pakistani war against India, problem is I should play in the Pakistani war before I play Flower Power, but I'm not sure that I should use it for a coup. Let's do this first, because this flip was a nice one. He doesn't really have good cards to coup even. What did he show me? Yeah, Panama Canal returned was what I forgot. Whoa, well. I don't think I will space anything if he doesn't. Especially that, well, I know I can win Ops War. Like almost anywhere I get involved in it. With the China card, the Flower Power, and Muslim Revolution. And I think North Korea is my main target. He's only have one move left. So and if he goes here with 5-year plan, I'm not even retaking it. I'm retaking France. I think I'm winning this game, but this is decided more by luck than by skills. I played some inaccurate moves like misplaying kitchen debates and spacing liberation theology, but it was irrelevant. He made some dubious decisions in Americas, but this also didn't seem relevant. I mean, his decision to go to Mexico with junta would was probably objectively wrong. But taking into account that he didn't get liberation theology, well, what should he have done? First of all, when he was purged, coup Colombia, wait with Che, perform bigger coup against Panama. Yeah. What else? Of course, trigger Fidel, especially that I was pushing very, very heavily into realigning Mexico at 0. I failed like 5 or 6 rolls there. Yep, where else can he play? Oh, so this card is shuttle diplomacy, I believe. And as of France, I hope tear down this wall is going to help. Oh yeah, he must decide that he passes the turn. Uh-huh. So let's just boost its odds. Actually, yeah, let's just... The odds are good enough, but let's keep him busy in the very first action round. Evil Empire, shuttle diplomacy, Soviets shoot down coal. Okay. Can't be complained about. I think I'm saying goodbye to Mr. Kennedy. So I think I'm sentenced to quagmiring myself. And hope I get on second roll, I guess. An Evil Empire, this is a card I'd like to play for the event, especially with Iran-Iraq war on hand, in my hand. Yuri and Samantha is not a problem. I don't even have to coup this turn. I'm playing the entire hand. So what goes to space? The Reformer goes to space, then Quagmire should be played. But if Quagmire is played, it should be rather sooner than later. Maybe even playing Reformer on myself is acceptable. Pershing. Spain, Portugal. I don't understand it. I am securing against brush war in Italy. Space race. Succeeded, but I don't have to rush with my space race. I just should remember to do it this turn. Yeah. I don't need the war event. I need the war meetups. And yet another 6 on my side. More overprotecting of France. Because France is cheaper to take once you break it. Now, the Iranian hostage crisis goes first. Oh. Yeah, the reformer is not even playable. Okay, got out on my first attempt. He's gonna equalize Asia, of course. Of course or not. Succeeded. So if he has a playable 3, I can break his Asia. Poof. Not a 3, but on the other hand, not a playable one. Oh, what don't we have here? I even have you an intervention for long gunman. Missile envy alert, but I can't do anything about missile envy actually. East European unrest. Muslim revolution, oh well. Okay, he's gonna dominate Middle East, but not to the extent, I guess. Enough. Okay. So, just to avoid forgetting it, once in a lifetime, there is a dead coup roll on my side. Okay. This is a very advanced space race. How did he know? Thank you for watching. and see you next time. This game almost ensures my advancement to the playoff stage. I need half more points from the next 4 games.